Crypto Caesar Capital. Hope you're well. It's the 12th of July, 2025. We're going to do a video today, and we're going to look at something significant in relation to Bitcoin. Now, you probably all know me by now. I only really do a video when there is something worth noting or something happens which is important, and something significant has happened with Bitcoin. It's probably not what you think it is, but we'll take a look at that in a minute. Before we do that, if you want to join my VIP group, you can either reach out to us via the website, link in the description, or you can reach out to me via Twitter or X and get you in the group. It's only $499 US for 1 year. That's for the full premium package. We can help you on this journey. We can help you survive, hopefully help you make some good profit, and also help you with the risk management. Lots of things in the group, lots of experts in the group, definitely worth joining. Anyway, back to the charts. So last video I did, we were looking at the daily chart, and we were looking at this structure here being very similar to this structure here, and the breakout of that structure being 49%, where the RSI was. This is in the previous video, you can go back and watch it. Where the RSI was at the bottom of this structure, where the RSI was at the bottom of this structure. Very similar points, very oversold. That rally was 49%. If that were to rally the same on this occasion, it would take us to about 147K. Now, Bitcoin has now broken out of this channel. It's arguably a bull flag, and Bitcoin has broken out of it, and it's now pushing 117,000 whilst recording this video. Now, there are lots of reasons why the target could be 140 to 150K. Firstly, there's this sort of move or measured move of 49% or so, which is a very structured looking move, previous or similar to the last move. If it went 49%, it would be 147K. But also, from a classical charting point of view, there is a very good argument to suggest that this is a cup and handle. So you've got the cup coming down here, and then you've got the handle, which is carved out here, and then we've got the breakout. And the way you measure a cup and handle is you simply just measure from the top of the cup, which is kind of about here, down to the lowest part or the trough of the cup, and then you take that out to the breakout point, and that's around about 150, 153K or so. There's also the moving average of 350 DMA times 2, which is part of the pi cycle indicator, and that is sitting around about 160K. Might be a little bit higher at the moment, but long and short of it is this: there is lots of confluence to suggest that the target for the bulls is about 150K ultimately. There might be a break in this move, but ultimately it looks like Bitcoin's going to about 140, 150K. Now, let's talk about the thing that is significant, okay? This is what is significant. So this is, we always look on our on this channel at Bitcoin mainly in a log chart because it's easier to understand, easier to see. But this is Bitcoin in a linear fashion or a linear chart. Okay, looks a little bit more hectic and chaotic, but this is the linear chart. Now we have the high back in December 17. Then we have the highs in April 21, and then the next in November 21. On both of those occasions, it failed to break this sort of trend line or this resistance, this trending resistance line. Again, we came up, or Bitcoin came up in December 24, tried to break it. This is where a lot of people were put off guard. They thought maybe we're going for a left translated cycle, but that didn't happen. Then there was a pullback. And then Bitcoin has now rallied and broken through this area or this this linear resistance. This is really significant because a lot of people thought that this couldn't be done. They thought it was going to come up, tap this at 111K, and that was the end of that. But Bitcoin has now broken through this linear resistance, which has been a resistance in 21, March 21, November 21, and December 24. And in fact, arguably May 25. So broken through it, really, really quite important because there is no more linear resistance left for Bitcoin. So that really suggests to me that there is now a good arguable case to suggest that Bitcoin is going to try and reach the top of the log channel. So this would be the logarithmic resistance. So we got the beginning of the channel here back in 17, failed to break it in 21, March 21, failed to break it again in November 21. And now this is the logarithmic resistance at the top. This is the logarithmic channel. And if Bitcoin were to follow the 4-year cycle, which at the moment I think that's pretty much what it's going to do, then it's likely it will get close to, or if not to the top of this channel, this log resistance around about Q4 2025, could go into Q1 2026, but certainly Q4 to Q1 25-26. And that would put the price of Bitcoin in the range of about 200 to 260,000, depending on how close it gets to the top of the channel and whether indeed it breaks the top of the channel. But the top of the channel around Q4 2025 is anything between 250 and 270. So something significant, really. Really important, broken a significant area of linear resistance. Now we look at the log chart, and the top of that log chart is, 250 plus thousand. A lot of people think that that is an insane target. It's not. And in fact, that would technically be a diminished return. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be a diminished return if it went to 250,000." Well, in fact, it would be, because when you're measuring cycle moves, you don't measure them from breakout. You measure them from the bottom or the trough of the cycle. So you had this move, which was the trough of the cycle to its peak. So the trough of the cycle, 2018 December, to its peak in January 22. So you measure it from there, okay, up to its peak. And that was a 2,185% move. Now, if Bitcoin did the same on this occasion, so measuring from the bottom of the trough of the bear market low in November 22 up to this area here, it would be the top of this channel. Yeah, it would be at 1,700% move. So technically, a diminished return. So it's not insane to suggest that Bitcoin could reach the top of the log channel, either in Q4 or Q1. That's kind of where I'm looking. I'm a cycles analyst, and oscillation of cycles isn't an exact science. You've got to give them a few months either side, particularly macro cycles. So it's quite possible it could happen a little bit sooner, September, October, or a little bit later, January, February. But Q4, Q1 is where I would be looking for a potential peak for Bitcoin, top of this channel. If Bitcoin is close to or touching the top of this channel in Q4, Q1, for me, that is a very, very good sign to start taking most of my chips off the table. So there we are. That's the short video for today. Very significant. Bitcoin has broken the linear resistance, and now we look to the log channel, a channel that's been held by Bitcoin for a significant period of time, right back from 2017, where it's held the tops and the bottoms all the way through. And I think now there is an extremely arguable case, given the tailwinds for Bitcoin, that it's going to get somewhere close to, if not to the top of this channel. Thank you very much for listening. If you want to join the group, links in the description, or just reach out directly to me on X and I will get you in. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.